Let's begin by sitting in comfortable meditation posture and close the eyes. We'll put our attention on the silence that is always there deep in the mind. This is the silent witness. You are the silent witness. With your intention, become the silent witness. Watch the conscious thinking mind. Listen to the reading of the Yoga Vasishta. Beginning today with Book 4, Chapter 40, verse 39. The spacious world, which appears to your false sight, will vanish, O Ram, on your attainment of the state of calm stillness as the silent witness. False appearances must disappear from your vision as soon as the light of truth, Paramajyoti, comes to dawn upon your soul. Chapter 41. Use of words, description of ignorance. Ram said, "Sage, I feel your speech to be as cooling and shining as the waters of the Milky Sea. It is as deep and full as the vast ocean. Sometimes I am puzzled. Other times I am enlightened by the variety of your discourses. As a rainy day is now hidden by a cloud and again shines forth brightly with sunshine. I understand the silent witness as infinite and inconceivable, and the light and life of all that exists. I know that light never sets. But tell me, how do people attribute many qualities that are foreign to the nature of the silent witness?" Vasishta replied, "The wording and meaning of my lectures to you are all used in their right and ordinary sense. They are neither insignificant nor meaningless, equivocal or ambiguous, or contradictory of one another. You will understand the proper significance of my phraseology when the eyesight of your understanding becomes clearer, and when the light of reason rises in your mind. Do not make the mistake of relying on your ordinary understanding to interpret my words or phraseology that I have used to explain the subject of my lectures and the intention of the scriptures. When you come to know the clear truth of the silent witness, you will know more regarding the distinction of significant words. Distinctive verbal signs are invented to communicate our thoughts, to convey our instructions to others, and for the knowledge of the intention of the scriptures. Words and their meanings and phrases and their constructions are used for the instruction of others. They are applied for the use of the ignorant. They never apply to those who are acquainted with the silent witness. There is no attribute or imputation that bears any relation with the free and unsullied silent witness. It is the dispassionate spirit of the supreme silent witness, and the same is the soul of the existent world. This subject will again be fully discussed and expanded upon with various arguments when we arrive at the conclusion of this subject in the Book of Nirvana. I have said this much about words and terminology because it is impossible to penetrate the deep darkness of ignorance without the means of much talk. As conscious ignorance offers herself a willing sacrifice to the shrine of knowledge, she bids her adversary, destroyer of error, to take possession of her seat in the bosom of man. One weapon is foiled by another. One dart is removed by another. One poison is destroyed by another. And one foe is driven out by another enemy. So wrong, the mutual destruction of errors brings joy to the soul. It is hard to detect the error, but no sooner it is found out than it is destroyed. It means the refutation of false doctrine by another. Ignorance obscures the keenness of our insight and presents the false and gross world before us. We all view this wonderful universe, but we do not know what or how it is. Unobserved, it rushes to our view, but being examined with attention and keen observation, it flies away. We know it is a phantasm, and yet it is appearing with dimensions and forms before us. Oh, the wonderful enchantment that has spread out this world and made unreality appear as a sober reality to the knowledge of every one of us. The earth is a distinct, widely extended superstructure, resting on the indistinct surface of an unknown foundation. He is the best of beings who has stretched this enchantment. When you are enlightened with the thought that all is non-existent in reality, you become the knower of the knowable, the silent witness, and understand the meaning of my lectures. So long as you're not awakened to true knowledge, trust my words and know this immensity to be the creature of the incorrigible and immovable ignorance. All this immensity that appears to sight is only the picture of your mistaken thought. It is all unsubstantial, only a mere manifestation of your deluded mind. He is entitled to liberation whose mind is certain of the reality of Brahman, and who knows the moving and unmoving figures outside to be the thoughts of the mind presented to the sight. The whole immensity of the earth is like a net set to catch the birds that are the fleeting mind. It is as false as a landscape in a dream, an unreality that appears as real to the mind. He who looks upon the world without attachment is never subject to grief or sorrow on any account. He who thinks all forms are formless sees the formless spirit. The forms of the formless spirit are the formation of ignorance. When the blemishes of passion and change do not belong even to the great souls, how can these attributes relate to the silent witness? Attributes given to the silent witness are like dust thrown upon the surface of clear water. Only our thoughts attribute qualities to the inconceivable one. Just as we attribute certain meanings to words that have no corresponding substance in reality. Custom establishes the meaning of words that continue to be inseparably joined with them. It is custom that determines the use of words in scriptures. As cloth cannot be thought of without its thread, so the soul is unintelligible without the medium of words, giving it true definition. It is possible to gain knowledge of the soul from scriptures without one being self-conscious of it, just as it is possible to cross the sea of ignorance by means of spiritual knowledge. Ram, when the soul is in any way polluted by the blemishes of ignorance, it is impossible to arrive at the state of what is called imperishable life and bliss. The existence of the world truly depends on the existence of the silent witness. Know this and do not question how or where it came to exist. Let your thoughts be focused only on how to get rid of this unreality, for it is upon the disappearance of the unreality that you can know the real truth. Leave off thinking from where all this came, how it is, and how it is destroyed at last. Believe that it is really nothing, only appearing without being actually seen. That which is the pollution of the blemishes of ignorance are the karmic traces. That is all that stands in the way of imperishable life and bliss. The whole world exists only as an expression of the silent witness. Know this and do not question how or where it came to exist. The silent witness is the supreme goal. The questions, the doubts, the thoughts, they are expressions of the karmic traces. When traveling to a destination, why spend time analyzing and inspecting every particle of asphalt on the highway? Keep the attention on the destination and travel down the road of balancing the karmic traces. This is the best way to efficiently and quickly reach the destination of the silent witness. We put our attention on the silent witness. We connect with the silent witness frequently throughout the day and night. As we do this, it's like looking through the bars of the cage within which we are confined by our individual karmic traces. But when we look through the bars of the cage, we have a vision of the silent witness, and we realize that we are infinitely small, that we can easily pass through the bars of the cage and become the silent witness. Then we arrive at the truth. And that is the only way to arrive at the truth. The silent witness is the ultimate basis of everything. How can one know How is a mistake makes unreality appear as reality when the mistake has taken a firm footing in his mind. Try your best to destroy your mistakes, your prejudice, and your bias by letting go of these items. They serve no purpose. They are simply smoke issuing forth from the karmic traces. Focus not on the smoke, nor on the fire, nor on the law, but on the light that is behind everything, the light that is the source of everything. And then you will know the truth. Truly, we are freed from prejudice and become the greatest of heroes and the most learned in the world when we become the silent witness. Strive to destroy your harmful ignorance through the practice of sadhana, balancing of karmic traces. If we fail to do this, it is sure to overpower you, as it does the rest of mankind. Be vigilant and take care, lest your ignorance should enthrall you to the pain of repeated incarnations. The beauty of Kali Yuga is a mere fraction of the beauty of the celestial regions. It is very important that you achieve transcendence of all karmic traces and arrive at Brahman consciousness before you're faced with the incredible beauty and attraction of the Maya that exists in the celestial regions, where it is very difficult to resist. Know ignorance to be the root of all evil and companion of every vice. It creates a man's interest in what proves to be his peril. Quickly abandon the false view. The harmful cause of your fears and sorrows, and of your diseases and dangers, and the germ of errors in the mind, and thereby cross this perilous ocean of the world. Now let's employ the technique of Trimanasanya on the esoteric Mahamantra. And bring in the power of the supreme silent witness to melt and disintegrate all the karmic traces that have been activated by today's reading. Jai Gurudev.